Welcome back to Studio 10. We are talking with Brock Fletcher with the selling team with Keller Williams Realty. Welcome back.
It's nice to be inside today.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we didn't know what the storms and, I know what the humidity does to your hair, so we figured
it gets crazy.
We'd bring you inside. So we have been talking, and it kind of feels like a broken record with this real estate market, but we have been talking about the low inventory of houses for sale.
Yeah.
Where are we at now?
As of this morning, we're at 453, which is actually up a little bit. So it's not a significant move, but it's heading in the right direction. That's up from about almost 90 listings from where we were at about a month ago.
Okay, so the lowest amount of houses that were for sale at one point was what number?
Basically right at 350.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
That's about as low as we got.
So we're getting there? I mean, do you see, is this still early? Do you still see it as a trend, or?
It's too early to tell.
Okay.
Yep, too early to tell.
All right. Well, so we at least are seeing some. That's good. But when it comes to people that are looking for homes to buy right now, you've got some simple tips that people need to keep in mind when it comes to getting that offer accepted. So what's your first tip today for home buyers?
Well, the very first tip is you've got to write a great offer right out of the gate. If you're making an offer thinking you might get a counter offer or there might be a second chance, there won't be. You have to write your very best offer out of the gate. That's the only way to put yourself in a position to feel good about what you did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the highest offer first.
Yep.
So then that way people will, they might not get a second chance.
They probably won't. Yeah, they probably won't.
Okay, what other tips do you have for home buyers?
Well, the second tip I have is a controversial tip, but it's put an appraisal guarantee within your offer. For weeks now, almost every winning offer we've accepted on one of our listings involves some kind of an appraisal guarantee. Because you're bidding over the asking price in most cases, and in most cases you're financing with a bank, if you're going to bid over the asking price, you typically have to guarantee some portion of that offer in case the appraisal comes in low. If you're going to win in this really competitive market, you have to be willing to do it. If you're not, you probably won't win. I mean, just the reality of it.
Okay, and is that something, an appraisal guarantee, is that something that you specifically have to ask for? I mean, or how does that work?
You have to specifically put it in your offer.
Okay.
And the verbiage is something like this. Buyer writes an offer for, let's just say, $200,000. Mm-hmm. In the event the appraisal comes in low, the buyer will make up to, let's say, $10,000 of the appraisal shortage up to the purchase price. It's a big deal right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
for a lot of people that maybe think that they can do a for sale by owner, there are so many tricks and things that need to be included or things that should be excluded right now. It's way too much stress for somebody, right?
Well, it is. And so, even if somebody has bought a for sale by owner in the past or they've sold for sale by owner in the past, the market is so incredibly different than anything we've ever seen before. And I mean, my team does hundreds of transactions a year. And we're meeting every week to talk about the new best practices. Mm-hmm. If you're operating on data you used 10 years ago or 7 years ago or 5 years ago, it's like you've missed the boat in a long ways.
All right. Yeah. Any final tips for home buyers right now, or?
Expect that you're going to compete. And expect that you're going to pay considerably higher than the asking price.
And when you say considerably higher, just so people can, because I think a lot of people think, I'll pay $1,000 or $2,000 over. That's not the case.
We're normally seeing between $5,000 and $50,000 over the asking price.
Okay, all right.
So but got to be in it to win it.
I guess so. Yep. But going back to your first tip is that go in first with your best offer and go strong.
Yep, go really, really strong with your offer.
All right, very good. So one more thing real quick. When we Google your house, because we talked about this before, when we Google your house, are those estimates true that we're seeing right now since it is, a seller's market?
Not typically.
Okay.
No, the only way you can for sure get a value on your home is to have an appraiser or a really competent licensed real estate professional come look at your home and compare it to what's sold. That's the only way. Any computerized value model is going to be
a little exaggerated.
Well, it could be way over or it could be way low, but it's not going to be accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And before we let you go, of course, I know you love to do this, so we're going to do this in front of the big house.
Oh, yes.
How do people find out more?
You can call me on my cell phone. It's 517-303-3262. Some people actually call me and give me criticism sometimes after I'm. So feel free to call me. I am here to help. I'm coming from contribution. Sometimes I say things people don't want to hear, but the reality is I'm here to help. That's the bottom line.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, Brock.
Thanks.
All right.